Yay, bounce. Yeah, when last we left, which in my time was just a matter of seconds, we're back in the game and I was describing it. Indulging myself because the game design for this game is really very well done. And there's a lot of things I like in it. And transferring capital is one of them. What I was getting at is if you have avatar set, see there it's got a god structure thing. There's like a dozen gods or whatever you can make temples for, and if you do, they like you better. But what happens is it's really quite good idea. They're like a circle of gods, right? So you've got like the god across from you doesn't like you. And the neighboring gods, if like you love the player, the neighboring gods will be pretty favorable to them too. And then, less so until you get to where they hate you. And and so if like Helia's one I like, or Chrome. I like Chrome because one of the special 700 gold characters or units you can make is Blade Masters. And then I give them levitation, which is another cool thing you can do. And so I call them my flying blades because they're blade fighters, guys. Kind of like Conan the Barbarian is the image they have. Um, so yeah, this it's the game's kind of a capture of the flag. If you capture an archmage's capital, all their former cities turn into neutral, and they're dead. They're out of the game. So yeah, capture the flag ideas can be very effective in game design, especially if you're making it multi-user. My brother was responsible for the mission. He was the mission designer for Total Annihilation, which was very innovative at the time with the graphics and stuff. And this is like, I think it was 1998 or so around there. He worked for Cave Dog, which was a spin-off of Humongous that was based in Woodinville, I think it was. So, so yeah, he worked for Cave Dog, and his boss was like Chris Taylor or something, who was somebody that had had two or three major successes before. So Humongous hired them to run Cave Dog and the project, which was to make Total Annihilation, which won top awards in its classes and its niche. Um, why I bring it up is because it was a real time. It was one of the first real time strategy games, and so things are always moving. And you get into this. Basically, the dynamics is you make a base, and you make some things um, that can make more things like tanks and flying things and stuff. And you've constantly got it. It's a war of attrition. You might have one, two, three, or four other opponents even, but and then you get into the dynamics of like the triangles. You let these two guys fight it out until they're both weak, and then you come in and take over, right? I'm always using that tactic or strategy or whatever you want to call it, technique. So so yeah, I've learned a lot from the game, and it's really cool. And so yeah, I was talking about my brother. I mean, I Cub Scouts Honor. I have the booklet that came with the CD